All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports tonight. You got Paul on the call. We are a little late, as you can see, as we are broadcasting off of Cool FM Live Sports. So we're just moments into this ball game. I do believe the St. David Tigers hold a 9-3 lead as we start our broadcast of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets against the St. David Tigers. The Yellow Jackets from Tombstone are going to be in the white, St. David in their navy blues. That one by Graceville is going to be up and no good. I do only have last names for the players of Tombstone. Of course, I know Kobe Collins, Hunter Gracemore, and Jabari Thomas. So if anyone knows the names of the boys, just get in the chat and let me know. It's going to be 11-3, and that's going to be Givens stepping on the end line on the inbounds pass. 5:54 to play. 11-3, St. David Tigers on top. St. David looking to rebound after last year's rebuild and looking very good this year. Undefeated, I do believe, coming into this ball game here in the Benson Holiday Classic Tournament. The big reason they're turning the corner is Gannon Carafa, one of the new trees on this team, is healthy and ready to go. And as you might have guessed, a Richardson plays in St. David, Arizona. Keston Richardson, younger brother of Coy, I think. Getting the start here tonight is St. David. Sloppy on the inbounds pass to corral the ball, though. That is going to be Richardson with it up top. Gets it over to Luke Haymore. Cooper Merrill, all Cochise running back. Cooper Merrill, I should say, with the ball. That one's going to be tipped away, and that is Chase Pacheco. Losing the ball out of bounds. Givens going to inbound this one for Tombstone. 11-3 your score line. 5:28 to play. We are at the Benson Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live Sports as we try to figure out our Cool FM Live issues. The easiest way to fix that is just subscribe to our YouTube page so we can go ahead and broadcast from there all the time. As Jabari Thomas misses that three-pointer, it's going to be Chase Pacheco bringing the ball up. And that one's going to be taken away by Jabari Thomas. Kobe Collins, shout out Sylvia with the ball now. Swings it over. It's going to be Givens for three. That's in and out on that one. Rebound going to St. David. Luke Haymore with it. And Chase Pacheco going to bring the ball up. Keston Richardson going to spot up a corner three. No good on that. Richardson can't get that to go. Rebound coming all the way out to Luke Haymore. Ball's going to be passed around. That is going to be Gannon Carafa. Pull-up jumper. No good. And rebound going to Luke Haymore. So the offensive glass in favor of St. David so far here tonight. Been a rough couple of 2 years for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. This year going a lot better than last year did. That's a good baseline jumper. Looked like Luke Haymore, and it was, making this score 13-3. Thomas with the ball. I do believe it's Jabari Thomas. I can only imagine that one's going to be thrown away. Coming back up at the St. David Tigers. St. David Tigers state semifinalists in football. It's going to be Chase Pacheco up. It looks like that might have been a long two or maybe a three-pointer, and it was a three-pointer for Chase Pacheco, 16-3. St. David starting to pull away with this one. This is Kobe Collins, good head fake, pull-up jumper from the elbow, and that's good. And that's going to be a deep two from Kobe Collins. And it looks like we're going to have an early timeout there from the St. David Tigers. They want to talk about this one. Oh, I do see girls basketball coach Matt Brogan over there as he's helping out Tyler Denowith. And thank you, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live Sports. Go ahead and like the Cool FM Live Sports page. We're trying to get all of our sports broadcasts covered, and I did get a little bit of a late start here today, folks. I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for serving our community, and Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Also, thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group, proud sponsors of our athletes and sponsors of our halftime $500 shot, which two people have won already this year. They may be pulling the plug on that one shortly, but Ed Morse Automotive Group, drive in today and experience the difference. St. David Tigers with the 16-5 lead in this ball game. Bringing it up court. That's going to be Posey. All the way. Baseline jumper from Chase Pacheco up and good. Now 18-5. St. David Tigers on top. A little bit of spacing issue there from Tombstone. This one's going to be to Givens in the corner. Gets it over to Kobe Collins. With a name like Kobe, you have to be good at basketball. It's going to be a drive on the inside. It's going to be Thomas with it now. Just under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. 18-5, your score line. That's going to be up and no good. Rebound coming to St. David. Braden Posey with it. And bringing the ball up court, it's going to be Luke Haymore all the way over to Chase Pacheco. Stay tuned, folks. This is just the start of our Benson Holiday Classic coverage as Chase Pacheco gets that one swatted by Jabari Thomas. Givens can't keep it in. We will be here tomorrow. I say we. Dave Davies will be here tomorrow as it's his turn to broadcast. And then we will be back for the bracket plays on Saturday. The semifinals and the finals of the boys and girls. So stay tuned with us. A lot of Cochise County representation. Also teams from Florence in here. San Miguel, ladies teams in here. A lot of teams from everywhere. Sauterita's in here. St. David can't convert on that one. Looked like Thomas might have gotten the ball again. And we have a foul. It's going to be a foul on Tombstone. So, no, it's going to be a foul on... I don't know. It will be a foul on St. David. All right. Tombstone will keep the ball 18-5, 2:16 to play in the first quarter. Shout out as well to the Sherry Ethel team along Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Ethel and her team. A little bit of trouble for Tombstone getting the ball up, but Givens is going to come away with it. And a nice touch with the finger roll. Cutting this lead back down to 11. 2 minutes to play. St. David Tigers, a very good ball movement offense. As Hunter Gracemore is going to come away with this one, and he's going to try to take it all the way. Euro step in the lane, puts it up, no good. And that's going to be a defensive rebound by Jackson Brogan. With a name like Brogan, you can only imagine, related to the head coach, Matt Brogan. This can be a nice three-pointer from the elbow. And that's St. David Tiger basketball. It's now 21-7. The ball never touching the floor when they set up their half-court offense. It is very fun to watch St. David play basketball. This will be Givens with it. He has his lane. He's going to try to take it. Goes up with it and will be fouled. So 1:16 to play in this first half. 21-7. St. David Tigers on top of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Tombstone 2 years into their rebuilding structure, but it is getting better for them. As we see Kobe Collins decides not to take the three-pointer. Steps up with the baseline jumper, no good. Hunter Gracemore with the offensive rebound. He's going to get that one all the way over to Kilberry and gets it over to Thomas. Thomas loses possession momentarily, now crossing a minute to play in this game. Kobe Collins with it, gets it over to Givens. Givens looking for anything. Everyone looking for an opening. Nothing going to happen. That one's going to be picked off by Cooper Merrill, who cannot get the layup in. Kobe Collins decides better of the three-point shot, gets it into Thomas, and there's the point guard for you. Kobe Collins bypassing the shot of his own to get the easy layup to Thomas on the inside. And if that is Jabari Thomas, which I think it is, for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, one of our all-Cochisian wide receivers, explosive player. Speaking of explosive player, that doesn't get more explosive than Cooper Merrill, who misses that three-pointer. Rebound going to Owen Judd. Owen Judd throwing this one away, but a good job to save it by Braden Posey right in front of our camera. Saving not just the out of bounds, but also our equipment. Appreciate that one, Braden. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They got to get the shot off. 2 seconds, 1 second. Cooper Merrill, a deep three. That's not going to go in. Keston Richardson trying to get the rebound, but couldn't get up in time. So at the end of the first quarter of play, it's 21-9. St. David Tigers on top of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. St. David Tigers and all sports, a powerhouse. 2A state champion, or 1A, I should say, state champions last year. The girls team, led by Anissa Jaquez and Mela Trejo, returning everyone else on that team, but it has been a little bit of a struggle for the girls team to get off the schneid, led by Gracie Crockett this year. growing pains when you lose superstars. I expect them to fully be back here before too long. And in between, I was going to say innings, but quarters, folks. I'd like to thank the people that make this broadcast possible. Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our area since 1963. I see them right in Benson, Arizona, as we are here for the Holiday Classic. Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital, providing the best quality of service to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas. Give them a call today. They also are responsible for me losing 20-plus pounds so far, so thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital for keeping me around for just that much longer. People starting to pile up into our stream. Hopefully we can get the Cool FM live stream working here before too long. Had to broadcast on Cool FM Live Sports, an issue we thought we had settled. You know how we settled this issue? Is everyone follow the YouTube page. That way we can just broadcast off of YouTube. Call that a day. St. David's going to bring the ball up, a commanding 12-point lead so far in this game. Tombstone's doing a good job of fighting through a lot of tough defense from the St. David Tigers to keep it just a 12-point game. I was talking to Coach Heck before the game, and he is missing, as that three-pointer nowhere near. Malachi Keller, the Matrix, said if they just had an out-and-out score like they had last year, Tombstone would be much more formidable. So we'll have to see who answers the call for that offensive output from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. And right now they need a rebounding output, a lot of second-chance opportunities for the St. David Tigers. St. David rocking two tall trees on the inside. Gannon Carafa and Keston Richardson, they're going to get the steal. They're going to get a fast break opportunity up and in. Braden Posey puts that one away. 23-9 now, extending this lead. Jorge Molina in the chat says, let's go Jackets. They got a lot to work on here tonight, 23-9, but they are playing a St. David team that I expected to have a much better season this year. Now, 2 years ago, St. David had lost quite possibly the best senior class of all time in Cochise County. Of course, I've only been in Cochise County for a decade and only been broadcasting sports for 3 years, so I'm speaking completely out of pocket on that one. But when you talk about another Richardson coming, Keston Richardson, Gannon Carafa, you knew the St. David Tigers were going to be a little bit better this year in basketball, and they are showing it undefeated early on in this season. This one's going to be thrown into one of those trees. Gannon Carafa, great ball movement to Chase Pacheco. Chase Pacheco met at the rim by Jabari Thomas, and another offensive rebound. A lot of contact on that one, and Gibbons is going to be called for the foul, going to the line to shoot two free throws. Number 11, my bad. Braden Posey. The Tombstone playing a lot tougher, a lot harder than they played last year. You can see that. Unfortunately, the scoring output, 20-plus points a game by Malachi Keller, will be missed by the Yellow Jackets this year. Early on, there's a lot of teams in Cochise County that have to figure it out. As Posey goes 1 for 2, but Braden Posey able to follow it up and make it an unconventional three-point play for the St. David Tigers. But a lot of teams outside of the Buena Colts boys team and the Douglas Bulldogs, ladies, maybe the Buena Colts ladies team as well, there's a lot of turnover. As Kobe Collins going to put this one up from the top of the key. No good on that three-pointer. Good rebound by Kilberry, but he loses the ball inside. Active hands defensively for the St. David Tigers. That's a good pass to the inside. That's Luke Haymore. Gets his man up and puts it in off the glass. Now 28-9 on top of these Tombstone Yellow Jackets, and we are going to get a timeout from Tombstone. But like I was saying, not just Tombstone, even St. David, when you think about it, they have to figure out a new system to play, so to speak. But all over Cochise County, you could talk about missed talent everywhere. The Valley Union Blue Devils, I just saw their girls team looking really good, looking strong behind senior Lexi Boss, but they have a lot of young players as well. You talk about the boys team losing Landon Glenn, who's 6'5", and Dylan Mitchell as well. Wilcox, of course, who aren't here tonight with us. Jorge Molina says Kobe can get hot, and then we have Anthony Bustamante says, come on, Jackets, let's go. Kobe Collins, shout out Sylvia, his mother. And whenever I say that, just know that that's Kobe's mother, Sylvia Collins. Oh, we go way back. But yeah, so I mean, there's just a lot going on. You talk about Wilcox, who's not here, behind Lane Wetton. He's missing another big player that they had. We talk about Bisbee all the time. They're missing Jose Mendez and a lot of senior leadership over there. Tombstone missing Malachi Keller. There's just a lot that a lot of these teams have to overcome. And then early on in the season, that's when you start developing who you want to be later in the season. Basketball, I've only been watching high school basketball since I've been covering it because I used to watch the NBA because that's the best product. NBA stinks, by the way, folks. High school basketball is where it's at. But you want to be peaking going into the playoffs. So you use the beginning of the season to find your team, and then you try to put it all together at the end of the season. And speaking of putting it all together, good pass on the inside to Hunter Greasemore. We couldn't get that one to go. Rebound to it's Gannon Carafa, rather, for the St. David Tigers. 28-9 your score, 5:41 to play in the second quarter. That's going to be Brogan, Jackson Brogan. That's going to be swatted by Jabari Thomas. Hey, we have a lot of Tombstone fans in the chat. Let me know if number 1 is Jabari Thomas. He wears the same number in football, I just assumed. Kobe Collins passing up the baseline jumper. I think he had that one if he just would have put his head up to the rim. Kobe Collins, a very unselfish player, sometimes to a fault, but a very good ball handler and distributor for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. There's Gibbons giving the ball over to Greasemore. Kobe Collins right inside to Jabari Thomas. Back out to Kobe. That one's going to miss everything. 28-9 as St. David gets this ball coming right back up with exactly 5 minutes to play in the first half. Stick around, folks. We have the Benson Bobcats versus the Douglas Bulldogs boys coming up after this one, immediately after this one. I will be trying to stream on Cool FM Live, and if that doesn't work, we're going to be late again. Sorry about it. Good job for St. David. Not allowing that turnover to happen. Emilio Mendez in the chat. Both the boys and girls have won today, Emilio. I know you're probably looking on that for the Bisbee Pumas. St. David being very patient on offense, something they can afford to be. Jackson Brogan gets that one over. That one's nothing but from Gannon Carafa, and that's going to extend this lead 31-9. Tombstone Yellow Jackets ice cold from the second quarter. Need to get something going, and that one's not going to help. Thrown away into the St. David Tiger bench, and St. David with a chance to extend this lead even more. A 22-point lead here in the first half. Earlier today, we got to broadcast the Douglas Lady Bulldogs against the Lady Yellow Jackets, and the Lady Bulldogs are as advertised. They won that one 55-22. This one going to be no good. Rebound coming out to Kobe Collins. And the Tombstone. And we're back. Sorry about that. Nothing changes. The ball's going to stay with Tombstone after a missed shot. Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets ranked in the top 25 coming into this tournament in all of Arizona, a top 5 2A team, and the Douglas Bulldogs might be the number 1 team in Arizona after watching them play that one. Thomas with the ball, he's going to throw it all the way out. We have a new player in there. That's going to be Grinnell. Don't have the first name for the Yellow Jackets, folks, so don't hesitate to give me those names of the numbers in the chat. It's going to be Gibbons driving on the inside. Kobe Collins, head fake, trying to drive, looking to give it up to anybody. Wanted the shot, couldn't get it to go. Gibbons now with the ball. Spacing issues again for the Yellow Jackets. This one's up and short. Good rebound by Hunter Greasemore, rather, not Andrew. And Braden Posey's going to be called for the foul. Greasemore going to the line to shoot 2. Hunter Greasemore, an honorable mention on our old Cochise football team. Older brother, or I don't know. I don't know the relation. I shouldn't speculate. But Andrew Greasemore, first-team linebacker for us. What's the all-Cochisian team, Paul? Well, it's like the all-American team, just for Cochise County, though. I'll tell you, folks, I was driving up to the gymnasium with the buses out there, seeing, like, Douglas. Greasemore's going to miss both free throws, and that's going to continue the cold streak for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Layup by Brogan, no good, and that ball's going to be knocked out. Staying with the St. David Tigers. Luke Haymore was trying to go for the putback. No dice on that. 31-9. 3:08 to play in this first half. Ball's going to be thrown over to the top of the key. Luke Haymore, that one's going to be out on him, and coming back to the Tombstone Yellow Jackets now. Yellow Jackets, I believe, have scored 1 basket, maybe even none here in this second quarter. Got to find that score. That's what I was talking to Coach Heck before the game. If they can just find their Malachi Keller this year, from the looks of it, the team's playing a lot tougher than they were last year. I got to broadcast a few of their games as Givens. Good pass from Collins. Givens with a great finish on the inside. Might have been a little bit of a Euro step there. But it's not a full Euro step because every time I see a Euro step, I think travel. Which is not the case. I'm very aware. St. David now in complete control of this game. A 20-point lead. Content to throw this ball around. That's going to be Keston Richardson. Keston Richardson loses the ball on the inside, but only as far as the St. David Tigers. It's going to be a foul on Gibbons for pushing. 2:25 to play, 31-11. St. David Tigers on top of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. That one's going to be thrown away. Gibbons bringing it up. He's going to pass that one all the way up to Grimmel, who can't get it to go, but it looks like we're going to get a foul. We're going to get to the line to shoot two. Tombstone trying to mount a comeback. I'm not the basketball mind of the duo, but my counterpart says every time you're struggling from the floor, attack the rim. Attack the rim, try to get to the line for some free throws. Up and no good with the first one. It's going to bring another substitution. Smith coming in for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Second one up and good. So that's 3 points now for the Yellow Jackets. They cut this lead down to 19. It's small little battles when you're down by this much. The game is not over. It's going to be Richardson with the ball. He throws it to the inside. Good ball movement. Tried that one to Chase Pacheco. Pacheco able to get that one in. This one's going to be thrown away. There's Cedar Haney, or Cooper Merrill, I should say. Cooper Merrill misses that one. Offensive rebound. But the putback no good from Posey. And now the Yellow Jackets a chance to cut even deeper into this lead. 21-point lead. It's Givens up. And Tombstone went so quick in transition, they caught my camera by surprise. Because I'm the one holding the camera. So 19-point lead. Now for the St. David Tigers, still with 1:32 to play in this first half. Merrill's going to get the ball all the way over, and that's going to be a travel on the St. David Tigers. So when that 3-minute mark hit, the Tombstone Yellow Jackets starting to mount a little bit of a better fight. I wouldn't say comeback right now because still a 19-point lead, but Tombstone playing much better basketball towards the end of this first half. Givens on the inside gets it over to Kobe. Swings it out to Smith. Kobe with it. That's going to be Givens. Givens has been a real big bright spot offensively for the Yellow Jackets as they're looking for anything. He's on the baseline. Smith on the inside, calling for it, gets it. Givens, the three, that's going to be rejected by Braden Posey. Under a minute to play. Posey's going to bring this one up all by himself. And he's actually going to throw that one away, so the ball coming back to the Yellow Jackets. Kobe going to bring the ball up one more time for the Yellow Jackets. Good pass. Good job there from Givens to save it. That one was going away. And Givens throws it off of Chase Pacheco. Saves the ball with the Yellow Jackets. The inbounds play not going to work, and St. David bringing this one up. It's going to be Carafa again, and Carafa, I don't know if that was an assist or not, but Cooper Merrill follows and gets the easy layup, so it's 21-point lead again for the St. David Tigers. This one's going to be intercepted one more time by Carafa, throws it up to Merrill. Tries to tip it back. That would have been amazing if somebody followed with a dunk, but it's going to be stolen by Kobe. Trying to throw that one over to Gibbons. No good. And it gets 14 seconds. 21-point lead. A chance for St. David to extend this lead to 23 points, which would be the largest lead of the ball game. Braden Posey going to bring this one up. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Just swing that one over to Owen Judd. 5 seconds, Owen Judd. They got 4 seconds to get a shot off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Gannon Carafa can't get that one to go, so it's going to be 35-14. going into halftime. St. David Tigers all on top as Julie Colburn in the chat says, "Oh, Jackets." Look, Tombstone fans, all you got to do is wait for baseball. The Tombstone Yellow Jackets, #1 team for a good portion of the season in baseball last year. The softball team just as good as well. Basketball this year is just going to be a struggle, especially missing the matrix Malachi Keller at his 20-plus points a game. So it's 35-14, St. David Tigers on top. As for the life of me, I cannot find my sponsor list right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Tight. Brace up. Stay down. Tiger Pride. Tiger Pride, ready?
Oh, here we go.
When we say Tiger, you say Pride. Tiger Pride. Tiger Pride. We say blue, you say gold. Blue, gold, blue, gold. We say number, you say one. Number one. Tigers are #1. Let's go,
All right, we got a show. Oh, there we go. All right, folks, I'd also like to thank Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, another one of our proud sponsors. Veteran owned and operated with the satisfaction Mike's guarantee. Find him on Facebook, as well as Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. You can visit them on Facebook at Grasshopper Landscaping. Thank you as well to Ginger Saddles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Tri Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door, or go to gingersaddles.com. Thank you as well to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, located in the mall, or you can visit them at sierravistasoapcompany.com. And finally, thank you to Aloe Fiber. We are all excited to see Aloe Fiber come into the Sierra Vista. For reasons we don't have to say. Your new home for phone, TV, and internet, Aloe Fiber. Become a Fiber fan. 35-14, just waiting for the game to commence. I'm going to go over and check and see. I didn't want to leave because what if the music comes on and we get taken down? But I'm going to go check the girls' game, folks. Enjoy the scoreboard, and we will be right back with the second half. St. David on top, 35. There it is. I knew it was coming. Buggerman plays these moments away from getting this game underway again. It's 35-14 is your score. St. David Tigers, they rebuilt last year. They were building for this. Undefeated so far this year and looking all the part. Tombstone Yellow Jackets, 14 points. They finished off that first half. It might have been their best run. They scored 5 points in just a couple of minutes, and we'll see if they can't build off that. We are about to join action in the third quarter. Looks like it will be St. David ball right in front of us. Luke Haymore going to inbound the pass. It's going to be Braden Posey. Music's still going on right now. Official trying to tell him to turn the music. Oh, there we go. We're back to rejoin action. Posey to the inside. Turns out, no, we're not ready. Jackson Brogan gets that one rejected. Luke Haymore with the ball. Over to Braden Posey. Chase Pacheco with it now. I might have to mute this stream here momentarily, folks, until they get this music thing figured out. And here we go. Thank you to the official. He understands that if we have copyrighted music, we're going to be taken down. Let me mute this real quick because they're going to try to figure that out, folks. There we go. A standing ovation for the official. Never happened. That's never happened before. We get action restarted 35-14 as Tombstone brings the ball up. Hunter Greasemore with it. Barry Thomas, he wants to get it on the inside. Decides better of it. Over to Givens. Givens been the best offensive player for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets here tonight. Kobe gets it inside to Thomas. Back out to Givens. Givens with the step. On the elbow, couldn't get that to go. Good offensive rebound. Good boxing up by Hunter Greasemore. He can't get it to go. And it looks like St. David's going to get this loose rebound. Kilberry was fighting for it for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, but could not corral it. Chase Pacheco with the ball. Of course, his little brother Todd, my favorite football player of all time, just for his stat line. That one's going to be rejected, but it's going to stay with the St. David Tigers. Post is going to be on the inbounds pass. Cheerleaders trying to get us fired up in this one. Say hi, girls. No. All right, no cheerleader love tonight. There you go. St. David Tiger cheerleaders out there as we're going to have a three ball up and good. There's Givens one more time for the Yellow Jackets. Again, they're going to just call it a deep two. No, they're going to call it three. All right. Scoreboard's playing tricks on me. 37-17. 20-point deficit as the Yellow Jackets try to crawl back into this one, but the St. David Tigers with my favorite half-court offense of all time, where the ball barely touches the ground. They just move and let the ball do the work for them. Andrew Greasemore in the chat. How about that? Ball's going to go to the inside. Brogan's going to make that one. Extending this lead to 22 points now for the St. David Tigers. Kobe Collins with the ball brings it up. They're sending that one over for three. Great look. That's back-to-back three-pointers. This one hit by Kilberry for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets as they're trying to get back into this ball game. Now a 19-point deficit. Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. Chase Pacheco with the ball, gets it over to Luke Haymore. Haymore driving on the inside. Tough floater, can't get it to go. It's going to be Hunter Greasemore with the rebound. Tombstone getting this ball up. They've been hot. Kobe with the heat check, and he's going to make a three. Well, that's 9 points in less than a minute for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Trying to make this a game again. A 16-point deficit for the Yellow Jackets. 3 for 3 in the last minute for three. And answering right back is going to be Gannon Carafa saying no fun for the Yellow Jackets tonight. 42-23. That's going to be Jabari Thomas in the plate, but he can't get that one to go in off the glass. And the ball's going to come back up to the St. David Tigers. 19-point lead, 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Tombstone trying to get some fireworks lit for us here. Make this a game, our first game that we broadcasted. Douglas against Tombstone Lady Basketball. That was a blowout as well. The pass to the inside, good ball movement. And find Brogan on that one. That's just tough to defend. There's so much going on the inside. A good wraparound pass, I think, was Luke Haymore with it. Finding Brogan for the easy layup. 44-23. Kobe Collins into Thomas. Hunter Greasemore with it. Back inside. Thomas, he's going to turn just outside the paint on the elbow. He can't get that to go. Touched every part of the rim, but decided it didn't want to go into the net. The basketball works against you at times. 44-23. The score here in Benson, Arizona, the Benson Holiday Classic. 2 gyms going. A lot of Cochise County representation. Every Cochise County team here, aside from the Buena Colts, is Chase Pacheco is going to put up a 3. And he's going to put that one in now. 47-23 timeout. Taking ahead Coach Tyler Denowith. And back to a 21-point lead for the St. David Tigers. It's just so tough to play a team that can shoot from anywhere. But yeah, Buena Colts not at this tournament. Wilcox Cowboys and Cowgirls not at this tournament. And also the San Simone Longhorns, who are just fielded their varsity boys basketball team for the first time in some time, are not here either. Other than that, Cochise County represented in this Benson Holiday Classic. We do have one more game immediately after this, which will round out our first week, or first day of play, as I'm looking over at the board trying to figure out who won and lost. That will round out our first day of play. It's going to be the Benson Bobcats against the Douglas Bulldogs. That should be a really good one. Stay tuned, folks. Tomorrow we will have our round robin action continue. Dave Davies will be here. I don't know his exact schedule. I expect it to be maybe mid-afternoon games. He's going to do 3 games as well. And then I will be back to broadcast the finals. Boys and girls. Should we have Cochise County teams in it? If not, what's the point of going? I'll tell you right now, the Douglas Lady Bulldogs are going to make the championship game. Kobe Collins gets that one inside. Hunter Greasemore in the paint. Can't get that to go right at the free throw line. And now a 24-point lead for the Tigers. They're looking to extend it. Luke Haymore, good move. Swing that one over to Gannon Carafa. Now it's going to be back to Posey. Gets it back to Chase Pacheco. Chase Pacheco, the bright spot of the team basketball-wise last year, but this year, it's definitely by committee. Not one man standing out. Of Pacheco at the free throw line, just a little bit short. Rebound's going to be to Posey. He's going to be fouled. That's going to be on the floor. One of those cases where basketball players, sure, they love the soccer rule of advantage because 2 wide open players for the St. David Tigers under the basket. We're going to have some substitutions coming in now for St. David. Andrew Nurnberger, All-State kicker, getting his first action of the game, and Owen Judd will be here as well for the St. David Tigers. Wide open, Posey for 3. That one's not going to go. Rebound's going to go around and get tipped around and fall in the hands of Chase Pacheco. I love the way Chase Pacheco plays basketball because he plays it like a football. Very physical. These free throws brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community, and also Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. A big expansion coming in at Douglas, Arizona. If you know anyone that struggles with activities of daily living, give Synergy Home Care a call. Chase Pacheco up and no good on either free throw. Forgot to zoom in. That's on me, folks. Kobe right in front of us with this. Going to pass the ball over. Givens is on the court. Offensive leader for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets here tonight so far. That's going to be a corner 3. No good. Rebound coming out to the St. David Tigers. And going up is going to be Gannon Carafa. Lays it off the glass. 2 easy points there for Gannon Carafa. Now 49-23. St. David on top of the Yellow Jackets. That one's going to be fed right in the inside. Givens working on his double-digit points. Gets it out to Hunter Greasemore. Can't get that 3 ball to go. Now St. David bringing the ball back up court. I try to work my camera. Come on, Paul, you can do this. Gannon Carafa with it. I'm not left-handed, can you tell? St. David swinging the ball around the perimeter. Content to do so. Patiently looking for the entry pass. Oh, he had Chase Pacheco. Decided against it, and that's going to be good defense there from Kilberry. He's played a really good game so far tonight. It's not showing up on the scoreboard, but St. David Tigers, we know, an athletic buzzsaw. St. David about 10, 15 minutes away from Benson, Arizona. Not a long trip for them as Chase Pacheco is going to come up with the steal and the layup to extend this lead now to 30 points for the, or maybe not 30 points, maybe it is just 28 points for the St. David Tigers, 51-23. Scoreboard switched over faster than it's been all night. Givens with it, good move. He's trying to get to the free throw line. We're going to have a foul on the floor, it looks like. Good drive there from Givens. I mean, nice little bright spot for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Tombstone has a lot they can build off of. You just have to put it together. Unfortunately, the season's not as long as you wish it would be. Not the deepest bench for the Yellow Jackets as well, so their star player is probably going to be playing a lot of the game. Not a lot of rest for these Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Hunter with the ball. Good drive to the inside. Tried to get the reverse layup in there. A tough shot. Couldn't get it to go. But follows it up. Hunter Greasemore with the steal. Gets it over to Jabari Thomas. He's got the step on the inside. Gets fouled and going on the line to shoot two. If that's not Jabari Thomas, I'm sorry to the young man. But he wears the number 1 just like Jabari did in football. He's a tall person, so that means that he could be a wide receiver. The Thomas brothers from Buena and Tombstone, my 2 favorite receivers to watch. Hunter Wright from Bisbee as well, an all-Cochisian receiver. What's the all-Cochisian team, Paul? Well, it's like All-American, just with Cochise. Get it? So we made a list for football. And I did a preseason, as Thomas misses both free throws. It will stay with the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, a preseason all-Cochisian team. I saw Kobe Collins get 3rd team honors, I do believe. I did 3 teams. The Trees at St. David made it, Gannon Carafa and Keston Richardson. That one's going to be stolen by the St. David Tigers. Nürnberger is going to bring this one up. Braden Posey now with the ball. This ball's going to be fed into Luke Haymore on the inside. 25 seconds to get a shot off. Great ball movement to Brogan on the inside. That's what you expect from a St. David Tiger team. Extending that lead to 30. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. Good drive there by Grinnell. Drawing the contact and the foul. 30-point lead for the St. David Tigers. Getting ready for our Douglas and Benson game coming up right after this. Gibbons going to put that one up, a turnaround shot. He thought that there was no time on the clock left. 5 seconds, and now St. David has a chance to get another bucket, extend this 30-point lead to 32. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second. Posey's going to put that one up. Ooh, off the front of the rim. Oh, I missed the whole action, folks. I don't call me the best cameraman in the business for nothing. 53-23. Tyler Jenowith for the St. David Tigers head coach slapping his team fives coming off the court. As well they should be. A very workmanlike 53-23 lead for the St. David Tigers here tonight. Once again, folks, I'd like to thank our sponsors. First, SSVEC, serving our community. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, as well as Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living in all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. The Morse Automotive Group in Sierra Vista, not just for their vehicle buying experience, which is second to none, but also the halftime half-court shots that are worth $500 and they've been doing. They've given them $1,000 already. We've only done it for 3 games. Bringing the Sherry EHTELL team along, Realty. Try to support our young athletes. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts, Sherry EHTELL and their team. Get turned away. Kobe's going to get the ball first for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Givens with it. Trying to feed it inside to Thomas. No good. And another turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Tigers bringing the ball up. That's a good Euro step on the inside. Posey couldn't finish. Ball will be saved, but only as far as Posey, who turns around in the paint and puts that one off the glass. 55-23 now. St. David Tigers closing this one out with 7:30 to play in the ball game. This one's going to be thrown to the inside. That's a great play there from Gibbons, throwing it off the St. David player. That was Brogan. Heads up play. Tombstone playing for a little bit of pride now, 55-23. I know they did fall, I think, by 10 points to the Bisbee Pumas earlier in the evening. That might have been the afternoon game as well. Thomas going to swing this one around. Gets it back to the inside, in the paint. Good look, couldn't get it to go. Great follow-up there by Kilberry from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, 55-25. Braden Posey going to bring this one up for the St. David Tigers. Swinging this one around. It's going to be Brogan. Get it back to Nürnberger, who's going to take the three. Can't get it to go. Kilberry with the rebound. So good spell of possession here in the last minute for Kilberry from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Kobe over to him. He wants a heat check, and he is going to miss that one. Rebound coming back up to Adrian Nürnberger for the St. David Tigers. They swing this one around. Brogan with the baseline jumper. That's up and good for 2 points. Jackson Brogan doing a lot of scoring here in the second half for the St. David Tigers. That one's going to be Thomas on the inside. He's going to be fouled, going to the line to shoot two. Good drive. Tombstone definitely does their best work. And the paint. Got to find ways to get in there, and I know that's what they're probably working on all throughout practice. Getting in the paint, that's where they've had most of their success offensively, and also drawn a few fouls against the St. David Tigers. Just need to be aggressive as Thomas goes to the line to shoot two and can't get that one to go. Thomas looking for his second attempt. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. No good. Good rebound there. Followed by Gibbons, who tries to get it back into Thomas. That's not going to work. Posey leading the charge for the St. David Tigers. Even in and out. That's going to be Nürnberger for three. No. Chase Pacheco on the offensive glass. He's going to have that one rejected. And Tombstone bringing the ball back up court. Gibbons gets this one all the way out for three. No good. That was Grinnell. Kobe's going to take his shot at the three off the front iron as well. Chase Pacheco kicks it out. Three ball, no good there for Posey. Offensive rebound, another offensive rebound. Still nothing falling. Caden Richens couldn't get that to go. Rotational pieces starting to come in now for St. David, and unfortunately for Tombstone, there is no such thing as there's only a couple players on that bench. And Tombstone has an uphill battle. Just when they start, they can't be fresh when they get to the fourth quarter. We always talk about the parents getting out to support the kids. Well, kids, get out and support your high school athletics. Nothing better. Going to the line for two is going to be Grinnell. And these free throws are brought to you by the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest quality of service to patients and home health patients of all ages. Thank you as well to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Veteran owned and operated through satisfaction. Mike's Guarantee. Serving all of Cochise County. And the free throws just not falling for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. If they hit a little bit of them, this scoreline would look a little bit better, but unfortunately that's not the case. 57-25, St. David on top. We talked about St. David a lot in the first half, how it's a rebuilding year for the St. David Tigers last year, and they built a great foundation, undefeated to start this early season in 1A. I've seen a lot of good 1A teams, so it's not going to be as cut and dry that St. David's going to be in the state championship conversation. But right now in the early season, looking very, very strong. Of course, the girls basketball team for the St. David Tigers won a state championship last year. Kobe with it. Givens with it. Back to Kobe. He's going to pop a 3-ball just off the front iron. Man, if Kobe Collins could figure out 6 more inches of air under that ball, he'd be a 3-point threat. That's like me trying to figure out how to hit the ball on golf straight. It was easy. Anyone could do a good drive on the inside. Couldn't get the number for St. David, but they extend their lead now to 34 points, 59-24. Just over 2 minutes to play. Givens going to try to respond with a 3-ball. No good. Rebound coming out to Rich Inns. Rich Inns is going to get this ball over to Jaden Johnson. First minutes for Jaden Johnson here tonight. Vinny Yeager also on the floor for the St. David Tigers. Nurnberger still in there for St. David. And number 30, Kevin Freestone. So St. David getting the rotational pieces. That was a big area of focus on our show. The Cochise County Sports Show with Paul and Dave, live Tuesdays at 10 a.m. We have Coach Dennis Baker joining us all throughout basketball season, head coach for the Buena Varsity boys basketball team. And we talked about rotational pieces and how important it is to get them in big-time basketball minutes, especially early on in the season. And we've seen that a couple times. The Douglas Lady Bulldogs did that. Lady Yellow Jackets did that in the game, and now the St. David Tigers. We try to figure out who's a gamer in these moments. That's a great drive on the inside. Jaden Johnson answering the gamer challenge right there. Under a minute, 26-point lead for the St. David Tigers over the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Kobe with it. Kobe trying to drive and find anything. Good spin move. He's going to put up that baseline jumper, but off the back iron, no good. Rebound going to Tombstone. A good job feeding it inside to Hunter Greasemore, and that's going to be a jump ball opportunity. 40 seconds left to go in this ball game. Stay tuned, folks. We will be broadcasting the Douglas Bulldogs against the Benson Bobcats here in the Benson Holiday Classic to end our coverage, our Thursday coverage. We will be here tomorrow to broadcast, and, of course, we will be here for the finals, girls and boys, should there be Cochise County teams. I'll tell you right now, I'll know that right away because the Douglas Lady Bulldogs are going to be in the finals for sure, led by Francia Rubio, Scarlett Ruiz, Dana Pena as well. I mean, everyone in Douglas Lady Bulldogs are just wagging. That's a good shot up and under from Vinny Yeager. 28-point lead. Or is that 38 points? I can't do math. That's 38 points. I'm losing it, folks. It's a big lead for the St. David Tigers over the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. 63-25. 17 seconds to go. And Nurnberger's going to bring this one up. Looks like he might just be content to dribble this one out. Nope, just kidding. That's going to be a 3-ball from Jaden Johnson. No good. Nurnberger with the rebound. He's going to put up a 3. No good. And that's how it will end. 63-25. Congratulations to the St. David Tigers. Where else can you find a tournament pitting 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A competition together? St. David Tigers are candidates for the finals here in the Benson Holiday Classic. Before I go, folks, I'd like to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County for all of your landscaping needs. I'd also like to thank Ginger Saddles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. The Sierra Vista Soap Company, you can find them at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com for their locally handmade soap and body products. And thank you as well to Aloe Fiber, self-explanatory. Everyone in all of Sierra Vista is super excited to see Aloe Fiber join our city and provide our new internet service. Thank you, everyone. We will be back in 10 short minutes to broadcast the Benson Bobcats against the Douglas Bulldogs in our game of the day.